Hello, it is Monday and it's a new weekly reading vlog. I had this plan for yesterday that I was going to finish the Iron Crown. I didn't read a page yesterday, so I am going to be doing some like reading sprints with Liv only on FaceTime. We're not doing them live with other people, it's just on FaceTime, just us two. We're going to do some reading sprints and maybe I can do it. I've still got 200 pages, so we'll see. I'm just waiting for her to let me know that she is ready to call. But today I did start my buddy read of Twisted Fates. I'm buddy reading this with my sister and my friend B, and we've read the first like 54 pages and I'm really enjoying being back in this. This is like time travel, sci-fi, futuristic world where Seattle, or New Seattle, is like almost completely underwater after a series of tsunamis and earthquakes and everything. And the first book was amazing and there was a massive thing at the end of the first book, and we couldn't actually remember if another character knows about it, but after reading the first few chapters of this, no, it's fine, we were correct in our thinking. But I'm really enjoying this, and I'm only 54 pages in and I'm really excited because this is the second book in a trilogy. So that's the only reading update I have for you. I was really hoping to take part in Book Snooker, which is being hosted by Helen over at Helen's Bookhaven. I did a rough TBR trying to fit in what I've already got. You have the colours and you have to read a book for each colour that the cover predominantly has that colour on it, and you have to read them in order. So you start with white, you get no points for white, but my only predominantly white book I have on my TBR is Get a Life Chloe Brown, which I'm hoping to start once I finish this. This is not going to be on my Book Snooker TBR. Then for red I've got Covette by Tracy Wolfe, because that is all red apart from a bit of gold. Yellow, Nick and Charlie, because that is tiny. Green, I have Everdark, which is the World Book Day version, because this has got a lot of green on it because it's greenery, but I don't know if that would really count, but I'm making it count because it's got a lot of green on it. So yeah, brown I am unsure, because I was going to use this, but I would say this is more khaki than brown, so I have no idea if I'm going to be able to fill the I mean, I'm probably not even going to get to that colour with how my reading's been recently, but possibly this if I can make it look brown. And then for blue I have a Brain Freeze, it's almost completely all blue. Pink I have Solitaire, and then for black I have not picked a book. I don't have a black cover book, but this one is a lot of black, so maybe this one, because I'm not finishing this one till Saturday. But I wanted to just show you my Disney store order come today. I ordered 3 Funkos, so 2 of them I had pre-ordered on Pop in a Box, but pre-orders on Pop in a Box are a massive pain because they'll say a month that it's being released and then the money just won't get taken, and you'll go on the website and it will be saying like 3 months later. So I cancelled my pre-orders because I saw, or rather Jamie told me about this one. So the only Wanda and Vision Funkos I have is the ones where they're in their Halloween outfits. So it would have been rude not to get the Billy and Tommy in their Halloween outfits. And this is the 2021 Spring Convention exclusive. And because I was like, well, I don't want to pay shipping, so I had a look, and 2 of the ones that I had pre-ordered on Pop in a Box, which had been pushed back on Pop in a Box, were available. So I cancelled my Pop in a Box pre-order, and we have the Winter Soldier Zone 73. and Captain America. Obviously both from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So yeah, but I will catch up with you later because I can see Liv is trying to video call me, so I'll check in later. Hello, it's Tuesday. We're going to ignore the fact that I'm wearing the same thing I wore yesterday. We're just not going to talk about it. We're also going to not talk about this angle because I'm so excited right now. I am in a few ARC trade groups on Facebook. I've mentioned this before. I am trying to collect ARCs of like some of my favourite books. And someone was getting rid of loads of ARCs and they had 4. So I'm going to unwrap them. She's wrapped them so well. I'm so excited. So first up we have What's a Girl Gotta Do by Holly Bourne. This is the 2nd or 3rd book in the Spinster Club series. I already have this, the 3rd book. I've already got the 2nd book on ARC. And then we have How Do You Like Me Now by Holly Bourne, which I didn't know this was on the ARC. Oh, I'm slowly getting all of Holly Bourne's ARCs. Oh, these are beautiful. So I did not know these existed, but I discovered this trilogy last year and it's now one of my favourite trilogies. These are 2 copies of Frostblood. So you know how with Havenfall by Sarah Holland I have all 3 of the UK ARCs because they did 3 different colours, 1 for each of the 3 different worlds. Well, Frostblood has Are you a Frostblood? You have the power to freeze your enemies with a single touch. Decades ago your people conquered these lands, killing and enslaving the Firebloods, but some fires can never be extinguished. And then you also have the Fireblood one, which was very confusing because the 2nd book is called Fireblood. So at first I thought maybe this was just like Frostblood and Fireblood, but it's not. It's 2 different copies of Frostblood. And this one says, you are Fireblood. You can turn your enemies to ashes and burn villages to the ground. Hunted to near extinction by Frostblood warriors, you live in constant fear of discovery, but your heart burns for revenge. I loved this trilogy so much, and I already want to reread it. So I'm really excited that I have the ARCs and like... And I was about to show you the other thing that come today, but tripod's on it. Hang on a sec. So we got another thing from Thailand today. I actually forgot I'd requested this. This is a Universe of Wishes. It's an anthology and it's edited by Donielle Clayton, but what really got me wanting this, I already wanted it, but in the press release it says Alucard and Prince Rai's relationship in V. Schwab's Shades of Magic series is finally revealed. And then it's got Anna Marie McLemore gives Cinderella a trans retelling, while letters supernaturally cross borders between Gaza and California in Tochi Onyebuchi's Habibi. And I'm just so excited for this. This comes out on 6th of July. This comes out 6th of July. So, yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I love a good anthology. Although anthologies are really hard to rate and review. Last time I did it, it was as sort of like mini reviews for each individual story. But I'm excited. Also, just realised, I don't know if you can see, I'm watching Chloe's latest vlog in the background. So, yeah. And I finally brought the rest of my Star Wars Funkos down. So they're now all of my Star Wars ones are down here. And, yeah, also... Sammy. I call Sammy Belle Looks Up. So, it is like midnight. And I finally finished the Iron Crown. Yes. I really enjoyed this. This was a 4-star for Whateverathon. This was my indie or self-published book. Really enjoyed this. I am really annoyed it's taken me so long to read it because I was enjoying it so much. I just didn't have the motivation to pick it up because I was intimidated by the size, because I was feeling like I was going into a slump. However, I have now finished it and I'm very happy. I really liked how at the end, or near the end, some characters went their separate ways. Other characters who hadn't previously known each other or known of each other met, and things were coming like full circle with realizations and things like that. And I'm really excited about how it's left off because I want book 2 now. But book 1's only just come out in the last few weeks. But thank you to the author for sending me the ebook version of this. Obviously, like I said, I think it was in last week's vlog, I did buy myself a physical copy. But yeah, so that's another book down for Whateverathon. I do need to write a review for this to put up on my blog, but I'm not doing that right now because I'm tired. I did also read today's buddy read pages of Twisted Fates. I'm really enjoying that, so good. I've sort of like really picked up from where I left off on it. I was a bit worried about whether I would actually remember what happened in the first book, but within the first couple of chapters I'd already started remembering, so it's all good. But tomorrow I'm going to start Get a Life Chloe Brown, and it's contemporary, so hopefully I can get through it pretty quickly. But for now, I'm going to go to sleep. I caved and got my duvet out again because it's freezing again. So I'm going to get cozy. Hello, it is Wednesday. And I'm going to make this short and sweet because I have got a really bad headache that's just starting to hit me, which is great. I read my pages for Twisted Fates today. I don't have it with me, it's downstairs with the dust jacket off. I'm really enjoying it. A thing has been revealed, so something was revealed to us at the end of the first book, but now the other characters are finding it out, and I'm really enjoying it. We're about halfway through now. Really loving this book, and I'm really hoping to get to the 3rd book in July because I need to know how it all wraps up. But in a very strange turn of events, I'm loving a contemporary adult romance. I don't know what's happening to me. So I started Get a Life Chloe Brown tonight, and I have read 251 pages. And I'm obsessed. This is so good. Like, I'm fully gonna put the other 2 books on my wish list because, you know, I need to read them. I also, one thing I do want to say, I really like, so at the beginning it says about this story touches on the process of healing after an abusive relationship, and I think it's handled really well. As someone who has been in an abusive relationship in the past, I think it's handled so well. And I also, when I say like, I don't mean I like that it happened because it's not nice, but it's good seeing it from the male being the one that was abused, because in a lot of books I find it is always the women, and obviously from experience, I am a woman. I was the victim in an abusive relationship, but in books you only tend to see the women, and you know, it's not just women that are abused in relationships. So I'm not enjoying, but I feel like I hope you know what I'm getting at. It's good to see it from the male perspective as well as the female, because Chloe's ex was a hole as well. But I'm really enjoying the dynamic between these two and the sexual tension, man. Like, honestly, it's just so good. I'm really loving the writing. It's making me laugh, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've got just over 100 pages left, so I'm hoping maybe finish it tomorrow. I also watched episode 3 of Loki today, and I'm gonna put a little timestamp here if you haven't seen episode 3 yet, because obviously by the time this goes out it wouldn't have even been out a week yet. So I'm gonna put a timestamp here to skip to, because I want to say something about episode 3. Okay, Loki and Sylvie are confirmed as canonically bisexual. The representation, man, like, I'm so happy. That entire episode was just everything I needed in my life. And like, you got Loki singing and happy and smiling, and like the parallels between him and Thor with the whole smashing a glass and like another, which is what Thor does in the first Thor film, and it just made my heart happy. I'm not ready for the last 3 episodes, and it makes me really sad there's only 6 episodes. But anyway, spoilers over. But yeah, Loki was amazing, and I'm really excited and sad that there is only 3 episodes left. But that episode was everything, and I'm obsessed. Am I gonna rewatch it? Yes I am. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and get as much reading as I can done in the morning before work, and also on my lunch break, because in the evening I am having a like movie night with my friend. We're both going to watch a film at the same time, so I will check in with you tomorrow, and hopefully my headache has gone by then. Hello, it is Thursday, and I made progress today. I finished Get a Life Chloe Brown this morning. This was amazing. I gave it 4 stars, or rather it came out as 4 stars. I am so happy. I feel like maybe I should try some more adult contemporary romance now, because I read one during Whateverathon and liked that as well, so maybe my brain is branching out a bit. But this was, I've used this for like 3 prompts, because I'm like doubling up prompts now on Whateverathon. But I use this for mostly for the POC rep, because obviously Chloe is black, and I need a Redford Morgan in my life. Look at him, and look at Smudge, the cat. I love the cat. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this, and the steamy scenes were very steamy. I was very happy with those. They were really good. They were really well written. You can tell they were written by a woman. But yeah, really enjoyed this. This was also, it's day 4 of Book Snooker, and I've only just finished book 1. However, I've almost finished book 2. I'm hoping to finish it before I go to bed tonight. I have been reading Wondersmith, which is obviously the sequel to Nevermore. 2nd book in the Trials of Peregrine Crow series. I am really enjoying it so far. I've got just over an hour left of the audio book on double speed, which is what I've been listening to it on. I've really enjoyed it. I've been listening to it while I've been working today, and yeah, really enjoying it. So I'll probably not update you until tomorrow now on that, because I am about to book Disneyland Paris with Ellen for next March, but we're going to book that, and then we're going to watch a movie together. Or rather I realised that the Dead Don't Die, I think it's called, is finally on Netflix, and it is a zombie film, and Adam Driver is in it, so we're going to watch it together. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a really quick update, and I might give you another update once I finish Wondersmith, or I might just give you an update tomorrow. We'll see, but yeah. Hello, it is Friday, and I'm going to apologise for that angle and lighting right now, but really excited because last night me and Ellen booked Disneyland Paris for March. So we were originally supposed to go in September 2020, and obviously we had to rebook, so we rebooked to April 2021, and then we had to cancel that. So hopefully this is going to be third time lucky. But we were originally going to be staying in Newport Bay Club. We are not staying in Newport Bay Club now. We are going to be staying in Hotel New York, Art of Marvel. We didn't think that was going to be possible because where it's just reopened with a new theming and everything, it was so expensive. But I think it's a mixture of them trying to just get people to book, and also the fact that currently the castle is under for refurbishment, so you can't properly see the castle, probably among other things as well. The prices are really cheap, and it's actually cheaper than Newport Bay Club at the moment, which is insane. So we booked there, and this morning I've been looking at DLP Reports Twitter, which is a really good Twitter page. Like, check them out if you're planning on going to Disneyland Paris. They're amazing. They've been posting like all the different things you can get in the bars and the restaurants in the Marvel Hotel, and the cocktails look amazing. I don't care how expensive the cocktails are. I need to try at least one of the Marvel themed cocktails. But anyway, off Disney, reading updates. I did finish Wondersmith last night. I gave it 4 stars. It was really good. I didn't actually enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Nevermore, which is odd because usually I do enjoy the sequels more, but in this case I enjoyed the first one more. But I still really enjoyed Wondersmith, and I'm really looking forward to reading Hollowpox. So that was for Whateverathon. That was I used it for three prompts, but it was mostly for my poll pick, because I did a poll on the Discord server. And that was also my red book for Book Snooker. So it's 2 down in one day on day 4, which is good. But I need to move on to my next Book Snooker book. So I just want to remind myself of the colours, like the order of the colours rather, because I won't remember. So the next book I'm going to read is Nick and Charlie. I'm going to try it right. The next ones I'm going to show you, I'm going to all try and do today, because they're all very short novellas. Smart. So for yellow, I'm going to read Nick and Charlie. It's a really short novella. It's got some illustrations in it. Let me show you, because I love the illustrations. Reminds me of Heartstopper, because obviously Heartstopper is also Nick and Charlie. And then for green, I am using Everdark because there's a fair amount of green on the cover. I do have the new version of Everdark, which is more like, it's a thicker book, but it's the same story because it's dyslexia friendly. So the writing's more spaced out, but I'm going to read this one so I can use it for green. Then for brown, I am very, very, very much twisting it, because I'm going to read How the Marquis Got His Coat Back, which is a short novella from Neverwhere, which is one of my favourite books ever. And this is actually a khaki colour, but khaki is like green and brown mixed together. So I'm using it. And then for blue, I will be using Brain Freeze, which again, another very short World Book Day book. 3 of these are tiny, and this one is like less than 200 pages. So I reckon I can get this done today. And then after that, it's just my pink book and my black book. My pink book, I am using Solitaire by Alice Oseman, which is a full-length novel. So that might be a bit more of a challenge because I've got to read them by the end of tomorrow. But then my black book that I'm using is Twisted Fates, which I have been reading throughout the week because it's obviously a buddy read. But oh, I've got the dust jacket here actually, but the cover is mostly black. It's mostly black with a bit of pink, fair. But if it comes down to it and I don't think I'm going to get Solitaire done, I will use it for pink instead, and then find a short story that has a black cover. We'll see. but my aim for today is these 4, plus I've got to read my buddy read pages of Twisted Fates. So yeah, that is my plan. I might seem really upbeat in that at the moment, but I'm also really panicking because I have my first vaccine tomorrow, and if you know me, you know I am massively terrified of needles to the point I have a panic attack, and knowing that I'm going to have a panic attack tomorrow is stressing me out. So I'm trying to keep myself busy. I have work in a few minutes. I'm just like loading up my PC now, ready, and I'm gonna do some reading. But I just want to show you my desktop background on my personal computer, and I'll show you the background on my work computer as well, because it's cute. So hang on a sec. So this is my work computer. This was from when we went to Disneyland Paris 2019, November 2019. And then that's my personal computer. This is also my lock screen picture on my phone. And I have no regrets because amazing. So I just had my lunch break and I just read all of Nick and Charlie. I am so invested in these characters, it's unreal. I have not put this through Corpal, but I have a feeling it's going to be a 5-star. So let's put this through together. Characters, 10. Nick and Charlie are absolute, like, idiots, but they're teenagers, so they're, you know, fair. Atmosphere, I'm going to give a bit of an 8 because it's a contemporary and I find it's really hard to give contemporaries like higher atmosphere. Some people, you know, it's fine, but I don't read a lot of contemporary, so I struggle. Writing, 10. There is literally nothing about Alice Oseman's writing I do not like. Plot, 9. It hurt, but 9. Intrigue, 9, because I just needed to know. Logic, I mean, 10. Like, I've been a teenager. Yeah. Enjoyment, 10. A 9.43 on Corpal, which is a 5-star. Shocked, honestly. So good. I really loved this. So I'm not sure which prompts I'm gonna get some points for on Whateverathon, but I'm gonna log this, and it's my yellow book done for Book Snooker. Hello, it's a lot later, and I had a goal today to read all 4 of these, and I did it. I'm very happy. So I already told you about Nick and Charlie. I read Everdark, which is a short story set in the Unmapped Chronicles, which is the books in the series is Rumblestar, Jungle Drop and Crackledawn Dragon. And this is a prequel to this. This was really nice because the story of this is mentioned in, I think it's Rumblestar, and we got the full story, so it was really nice. I absolutely loved this. This was a 4-star, and yeah, just really loved this. This was my green book for Book Snooker, and I put it down for a prompt on Whateverathon, and I can't remember what one, but it was my official TBR, so yeah. Then I read How the Marquis Got His Coat Back by Neil Gaiman, which is a short novella based on the Neverwhere series. It's not even a series, it's a book. I heard, well, I think it was actually at a Neil Gaiman event where he said that there was going to be a sequel and it just hasn't happened, and I'm really sad because I very much want a sequel to that because it's one of my all-time favourite books. But anyway, I really enjoyed this. This was just nice to read. It was like weird and wacky, just like the actual book. And this did only get 3-star, but it's because there's not really much I can comment on because it's like 58 pages, but I really enjoyed it and it was just a nice little addition. This was my brown book for Book Sneaker, and I also put it for a prompt on Whateverathon, but again, it wasn't one of my official TBR books, so I can't actually remember what I put it down for. But yeah, I know this is khaki. However, when I took the picture of it to put on Twitter, it looked brown. And khaki is essentially a greeny brown, so I'm counting it. And then I read Brain Freeze by Tom Fletcher, which again, tiny little novella. This was obviously for my blue book, and I also put this again for a Whateverathon prompt, but I can't remember what. But this was so cute. Oh my god. Like, I was proper tearing up at this, and this is only like 86 pages. It was just a cute little time travel story and about a girl and her granddad, and it was just so cute. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a 4-star, and yes. So that is my update. I only need to read my pink book and a black book. For pink, I am going to use Twisted Fates because I have almost finished that book. I've not read my Buddy Read pages today. I will just fit that in tomorrow. For black book, I definitely have a black book that will not take me long to read. However, right now I can't like see one. I'm sure I will find one that'll work. I'm sure I've got a black book that won't take long to read, but for now I'm going to go to bed. I want to try and get as much sleep as I can tonight because I'm sort of like pre-panicking about my jab tomorrow. Not even the jab itself, it's just the fact I'm going to have a needle. I don't do... But yes, also I didn't mention it earlier in the week, but I became an auntie again for the 9th time. My brother and sister-in-law had another little boy, so yeah, I'm really happy. You would think by now the excitement levels would have like not be as high, but like, because you know this is the 9th one, but I'm still just as excited. And he's so cute. And they've been sending us pictures because they don't live like close enough to us for us to just go visit. And they sent us some pictures of their other 2 boys holding him, and oh, so cute, so cute. But yeah, went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but yeah, so I'll check in with you tomorrow. So it's Saturday and I'm one of the cool kids now. I've had my first jab. The woman was amazing. There was 2 women and one of them just sort of like talked to me whilst the other one was doing the jab, so I didn't actually have a panic attack. I had like a mini one whilst waiting, but yay, it's done. So it's a bit later. I have no updates for you other than my arm feels really bruised. It hurts if I lift it further than that, and I've just filmed my July TBR. I am going to try and finish Twisted Fates because I've got to finish that today, and then probably have a nice relaxing bath, and then I'm just going to chill with Dean for the rest of the evening because he's coming round later on. And yeah, I did want to say one thing. So this is the weirdest thing that has happened in my town. There was a mini tornado yesterday. It didn't hit my part of town, but it hit like where my old secondary school is. And there wasn't like a physical tornado, but I've seen the pictures, and there was like, if you've seen any sort of like picture or video of a tornado, you'll see in the clouds it starts spiraling before the funnel comes down. It basically did that, but there was no funnel. But things were going everywhere. Brick walls were like, people's brick walls that were like covering their gardens have been destroyed. People's cars have like been destroyed. Trees have been ripped up by their roots, and it is ridiculously scary. There was flash floods in the other part of town from that, and I was really confused because we literally just had like a really heavy rain shower and that was it. So I'm really confused, but like, we don't have the right atmosphere to get proper tornadoes, but it's just terrifying that with how climate change has gone, we're getting essentially mini tornadoes now. Like, what? And I'm honestly so glad. I don't think there was any like severe damage to people's houses. Like, there was some like roof tiles and debris, but I think people's houses themselves were okay, and I don't think anyone was hurt. But that's just so scary. Like, if you live in a place like certain states in America and that you get tornadoes a lot, like, I don't know how you do it. Like, we didn't even get a proper one, and it was terrifying. I mean, I didn't know anything about it till this morning when I heard about like it in the other area of the town, but jeez. But yeah, it's really worrying to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I don't know why I thought I would share that, but yeah, it was really weird. But what's really funny is I told Liv about it this morning, and she had seen about it on TikTok and didn't actually know it was my town until I told her. It's so weird. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna like keep hydrated, because I think they said that like people have been saying the more hydrated you keep, and if you take pain meds before you go to sleep on the day you've had it done, like the jab, you're less likely to get side effects. I don't know how true that is, but it's not going to hurt to do it, so I'm going to do it. And I'm really thirsty because I've been talking for a while. So it is a lot later, and I have book snooker related updates. I finished Twisted Fates. This was incredible. The ending has kind of broke me a little bit, because I don't know how this is going to end, like the trilogy. But my July TBR is going up on Wednesday, and the third book is on my July TBR. I need to read it. So this was a 4-star. This, for Whateverathon, I've put it down as buddy read and out of my comfort zone, because I don't really read much sci-fi. But yeah, it was amazing, and this was my pink book for Book Snooker. And then I needed a black book for Book Snooker, but because we're nearing the end of Saturday, I needed a small book. And then remembered I had Ring the Bell by Josie Jaffrey, which is a very short story. It's like 28 pages, but this was a 4-star. This was so beautifully written, and the story was, it was like a dystopian style story, but it was absolutely amazing. If there was ever a full length novel made of this, I would definitely read it. It's amazing. So yeah, that was my black book. So I've completed Book Snooker, and I also managed to put this down for a Whateverathon prompt. I think it was hauled in the past year, because I got it at some point in late 2020. So yeah, yeah, that's my update. I am gonna wrap this up now, because 1, I need to get the fan back on, and 2, I need to lay down. My arm is hurting, and watch TV. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.